Hi everyone, I'm Matt the Creative Brethren, and today we're going to go through some army building. So here I've got an example of a 250 point army for Vikings. This particular Viking force includes lots and lots of shields, because this particular combat hero has more emphasis on defense. When a hero is equipped with a shield, it allows him to use the shield formation order. There's no limit as to how much or how little equipment you want to buy for your troops. It's just a case of working out a balance that you're comfortable with, where whether you have a warrior that's equipped with everything he can carry, which makes him suitable for any situation, or if you want to reduce the cost in your troops, you can equip them with only the necessary equipment they need to be effective and gain more people on the battlefield. To start off with, this fella is the combat hero. As you can see, he's equipped with a shield and an axe. Because he's equipped with an axe, it gives him an extra attack to use in the combat phase. This is an experienced warrior. On a personal note, the way that I differentiate between the different types of units and the different quality of warrior is by their armour. So what I say is if they're equipped with chainmail, then they're experienced infantry. If they're just wearing a standard tunic, or perhaps a gambeson, then they're inexperienced infantry. This particular warrior is equipped with a Dane axe. A Dane axe gives the warrior an extra 2 attacks to use in the combat phase, and also allows the warrior to support another warrior in combat. Here we have another experienced infantryman. This one's armed with a sword and a shield. The shield provides +1 defense, and as standard, the sword provides an attack with no negative modifiers. In the main rulebook, different types of experienced infantry have different bonuses when it comes to swords. So with the Vikings, for example, a Viking raider will get +1 to hit on their attack rolls by being equipped with a sword. Here we've got another experienced infantryman equipped with a spear and a shield. The spear allows him to support another warrior in combat. Next we've got a warrior equipped with a bow. By having a ranged weapon, it allows the warrior to be able to attack the enemy from afar. This particular bowman isn't equipped with a normal melee weapon, so by default he's only going to be equipped with a knife, which would be -1 to his attack roll. Here we've got a warrior with 2 melee weapons. When the warrior is equipped with 2 melee weapons, they gain the bonus of their primary weapon, which in this case is an axe, so he gets +1 attack. And because he's equipped with a secondary melee weapon, this allows him to re-roll a failed hit roll in combat. This warrior is equipped with a horn. There are 2 pieces of equipment that affect morale in the game. These are horns and standards. The standard gives +1 morale to nearby allies, but the horn, like this guy has, causes a -1 morale to nearby enemies. When you're building your forces, what you need to do is first pay for the warrior, whether that's a hero, an experienced infantryman, or inexperienced infantryman, and then you buy their equipment. So for example, this warrior here is an inexperienced infantryman, so he costs 8 points. His sword will then cost 2, and his shield will cost 5, making him a total of 15 points. This experienced infantryman, he will cost a base cost of 16 points. And because the Dane axe is a very versatile weapon, it's quite expensive for 9 points, meaning that he costs a total of 25 points. And then back to the hero. Because heroes are quite formidable warriors, and they can do extra things such as giving commands to nearby troops, they cost quite a lot. So the hero is 50 points. And then, adding on with his equipment, the axe is 5 points, and the shield is 5 points, meaning that he costs 60 points altogether. You make sure you keep a tally of all the points you've spent, which tells you what bracket of game you're going to be playing. So if a game is 250 points or less, you're able to have one hero, and that can either be a combat hero or a support hero, and you'll be playing on a 2 foot by 3 foot board. When you go up into the next size, so between 251 points and 500 points, the amount of heroes you can take grows, as well as the size of the battlefield. So up to 500 points, you can take 2 to 3 heroes, and then you'll be fighting on a 3 foot by 3 foot battlefield. And that's the basics to building your army. You go through the same steps and build your army bigger and bigger, and the largest size game that's been play tested is 1500 points. When you get to this size, it becomes more of a mass battle game rather than a skirmish game, but the mechanics stay exactly the same. So to get a size of scale, this is a 1000 point army. They're modelled by Romans, but they're still used in the quick start guide to build it. Here I've got 6 experienced infantry with swords, shields and javelins. Another 6 experienced infantry with spears and shields. Got 12 inexperienced infantry with swords, shields and javelins. 6 inexperienced infantry with slings. 6 experienced infantry with javelins and shields. And then leading that army, we've got 3 combat heroes, 2 of which are sword and shield, with the other one just a sword. And a support hero. He's equipped with a standard, and in the quick start guide, he's able to stop nearby allies from dying on the roll of a 6. The game can grow to be quite large, especially when you get more into the 1500 point range. And when you get to larger scales, you might want to start playing it a bit more like a rank and flank game, rather than a skirmish game, but it's entirely up to you, and the mechanics are still exactly the same. So I hope you like what you saw in this video. Make sure to go to www.brethrentabletopwargame.com/rules and take a look at the quick start guide. There you'll be able to experiment in building your own armies. And if you want to get more into army building with specific armies with their own special rules, check out the main rulebook and the corresponding faction books, Armies of the Dark Ages and Armies of the Ancients, so you can really get stuck into the meat and bones of what Brethren actually is. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video. Thank you.